Okay, so first today in last class just we discussed about what is course introduction. So today actually we'll enter into the subject here. First of all, here this course we already discussed that that this is course can develop the mobile application. So first we will discuss about this word. What is introduction of mobile application development? Actually, what happens here that we will see here. So coming into this word introduction to mobile application development, from past few years, mobile application business has more escalated in the market worldwide, because previously everyone are using that basic phones, and some of the phones only it is having the this smartphone applications, but those all are very costly. So because of those days, very less people are buying that. Because of that, mobile application development is not that much in market. But right now, everyone are using this mobile applications. So because of that, this mobile application development has huge in a market. So like this, normally we will use web applications platform like Windows, Linux, Mac, etc. Same here, we have few development areas like Android, iOS, Windows. Like we have some mobile applications here, Symbian. Like this, we have the various here. So this is what happens here. If I use means maybe in my mobile also, what is a web browser? Directly I can open the Chrome browser and I can open any application which is available in a web application as a web application. But what happens sometimes when I open this particular application in mobile, maybe the page could not be viewable to specifically we cannot viewable. Maybe there is some design issues like that it should. So user cannot feel that it's comfortable because of some alignment issues, some content missing, like that it will happen. So because of that, everyone has concentrated this mobile app development. So that is the main reason to have this more market for these two things. So in market we have normally, so this is the major about the why mobile application. Then here we'll see here normally in mobile applications there are two types of mobile applications, because in a market there are two mobile applications. One is the feature phone, so other is smartphone. So like we have two kinds of phones. So smartphone means right now what we are using, those all are smartphone. Either it should be Android, iOS, Windows, like that, means which mobile is having the operating system, that we can say as a smartphone. But this feature phone, it just contains the basic features which has given by the manufacturer. If I take some Nokia phone, basic phone, so they given this call, message, settings, extra 2 or 3 games, like that they are giving the specific features. But here it contains the operating system, so that we can install a number of applications here, whatever that is your wish, we can install. So here what happens, we cannot install our apps, we cannot install or uninstall the apps, we can install. Here we can install number of applications what you want. And here compared to the smartphones, these phones have less memory. There we can have this internal memory as well as it can support for SD card and all. It cannot. Here it's a high memory. It's available with high memory. Then next here, next basic other features is, normally these applications are developed by using Java, like using Java, .NET. So majorly they use Java and .NET. So here like some other some softwares are there. That is, one is Symbian, Java mobile development, Java ME, that we can call as a version name Java mobile, and one other is the Migo. So these all are the different types of applications are there in the market. Same if I comes into here, smartphones has operating system based. So it is a lot operating system based, OS based. So for this here I already told about that we have here Android, iOS, Windows, and one more is the BlackBerry. So these all are the various mobile app developments are there in a smartphone wise. So this is the difference between the smartphone development as well as the this basic. So like phones, if it comes into the phones wise examples are, we already know that the basic all phones of Nokia, Samsung, Micromax, and here if it comes into this, all Android phones, all iOS phones, BlackBerry phones, all other comes into the smartphones. So this is the difference between smartphone and this. Okay, this is fine. But one more word here we are discussing, application. So mobile application development. So what is this application? So here I can say that application is nothing but simply this reduces the human effort. The software is designed to store the data, provide entertainment, process the data, do some business process to generate the reports, etc. These are developed by using some programmatic languages like Java, .NET, Python, whatever it should be. So that we can say as a simply this means it's a simply it reduces the human efforts. So where we can store some data, like a simple example is one contact application. So we are storing our contacts into contacts application so that when we want to call the next time, we can pick from the there and we are calling them. So if in mobile there is no contact application, what happens? Every time we need to remember a lot of mobile numbers, else we need to write somewhere and from there we need to pick and we need to do everything. So instead of that we are using, so that we can say as the application. Simply application is nothing but it's reduce the human efforts, that software which is designed to store and provide the data, that we can say as a application. So next word here we need to discuss one more word is the operating system. This already I told in the last class, but just I'm again saying that. So operating system. Operating system is nothing but it's a communication between the hardware and software. It can interact with the hardware device, make them work. So it should be like if I am playing some music. So your hardware is nothing but a speaker. If I am connecting with the Bluetooth, your hardware is the Bluetooth device. If I am connecting with the printer, so that is also its hardware connecting this hardware. So like this, it is the operating system. The next is the mobile application development has two types. Mobile application development has two types of developments here we have. So one is the cross-platform, other is the native. So I think you are aware of these codes. So cross-platform and native platform. So what is cross-platform and what is native platform? So here cross-platform is nothing but if I develop this application, it can use for multi-platform. So multi-platform, like using some technique, some technology. If I develop this application, that can be suitable for the multi-platform. Like So this examples, first example, we'll discuss examples, then we'll go over this. Examples are for this is the phone gap, Xamarin, titanium, then Flutter. Next is the React.js. Like these all are the different platforms are available in the market to develop a mobile application. So mobile application itself we can develop it using the various technologies, that is in a cross-platform technology. And the cross-platform technologies, that is one is the phone gap, Xamarin, titanium, Flutter, and React.js. So using this also we can develop the mobile applications. But if I develop this cross-platform now, so this can be suitable for Android and iOS. So cross-platform applications can be suitable for iOS as well as the Android. Means that we can install in a both. So, but why we are going with the native? Native is nothing but native is here only if I develop the Android application, it can be suitable only in Android. If I develop the iOS application, it can be suitable in only iOS. Then why not cross-platform? Why we are going with this? So here if cross-platform, it cannot support all features. It cannot support all features. Maybe where we are interacting with the hardware, maybe where we are interacting with the use third parties and all, it may not support. So that while coming this development areas where we are covering the features on that places, I'll explain you where exactly this platforms will not support, why we are going with this, that when we start the programs, then we can discuss on this area. So also application weight is high. So heavy weight of the application. So because we are taking some external libraries like CSS, JavaScript, jQuery, AngularJS, etc. So because of those reasons, this cross-platform has a heavy weight. So because of that, the people is not giving the preference to this. So this is one. And the next here is native. So if I comes into native, if I develop a native application, if I develop for Android, it's only for Android. If I develop for the iOS, it's only for iOS. Like that, we have to develop the both applications in different iOS to iOS. iOS to iOS. Then it can be like examples here only for this examples are Android and iOS only. So the next is the native platform should be fast compared to the cross platform. Because it's directly we are using the native library and the native environment itself it is running, so it is very fast. So and it can support more features. Above we discussed it cannot support all the features. Sorry, here it cannot. It cannot support all the features. It can support all features here. And it's a lightweight. So because of these reasons, normally we are going with this mobile application development with the native applications. So sometimes some of the client, maybe if I am developing one application, one ticketing booking application in Android, but that application I have a very less budget. Means if what happens, if I want to release that application in Android as well as the iOS. In case if I want to release that both applications using cross-platform, so here development efforts will be increased because I need one Android developer, I need one iOS developer. So for that, the cost also huge. So because of that's the reason. So here some people who are having the less budget, they can go with the cross-platform. So in the cross-platform, so what happens in the cross-platform, less budget, so that kind of applications people can develop in cross-platform. Like this, some of them are using the cross-platforms also. And here we have mobile app. Now, right now, we are coming into actual thing here, mobile applications type. So here using Android, we are developing the mobile applications. So, but in this, there are two types of mobile applications are there. One is the static, other is the dynamic. So what is static and what is dynamic? In that word itself, it is there, static. Static is nothing but it's a very basic. There is no data updation and all. Like example is the calculator. So calculator no need to store any data, but it can do some function. So like this, it cannot communicate with any server. Always the content should be then the same. So we cannot connect like calculator settings, means that specific related to that specific your application itself. It cannot communicate with the this. Like example here in our notepad also. So that cannot communicate with this. So that is that kind of applications also develop. Means using this Android, we can develop that applications as well as dynamic applications. So dynamic application is nothing but it always communicate with the server. Like you can take Amazon, Flipkart. So today I open Amazon. In the first page, offers for the mobiles. Tomorrow I open the first page, same page. In the same area, it is offers for the laptops, offers for the desktop. Like that, it because whatever the data is showing in application, that is coming from somewhere, not within application. Why? Because why not it is in a static? In case if we develop Amazon application as a static, then what happens? Some of the user has logged into his application, he ordered that, but user cannot know that information because it's within his mobile data. So as a Flipkart owner, he does not know someone has ordered this phone, someone has ordered that phone. Like that, there is no information. So because of that, it is a static as well as the dynamic. Means both applications we can build, but depends on the requirement, depends on the usage that we can develop the applications. So as of now, any queries or can I continue?
Static, dynamic కొంచెం.
Yeah, okay. So static is nothing but it's a fixed requirement. Like in your phone you have calculator, right? So calculator has no, means it is that not support, it means it could not communicate with anything. Just in a calculator, I open calculator, I entered 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus like that, whatever addition, multiplication, subtraction, I'll do on that. And then when I open again, there is no data. Again, I need to do starting from, right? If in case of dynamic, if I want to same calculator, if I want to build a dynamic elements, whatever data I entered, that I need to store somewhere. Okay, means dynamic application means we are storing the data somewhere else. Clear?
ఓకే, అంటే ఇందాక మీరు ఎగ్జాంపుల్ అమెజాన్ ఒకటి ఇచ్చారు కదా.
అవునవును, లైక్ అమెజాన్
అంటే అది వేరే దగ్గర నుంచి డేటా వస్తుంది, అప్పుడు అది చేంజ్ అవుతుంది అన్నారు. అప్లికేషన్ లో చేంజ్ అవ్వదు అంటే అది ఎవరు చేస్తారు? అప్లికేషన్
Amazon owner itself, he will do that. Like see,
త్రూ అప్లికేషన్ కాదన్నమాట, అంటే త్రూ సాఫ్ట్వేరే కదా.
through software, that is application only, means from the web applications, from the server.
Acha, through XML.
Server, from the server has some data. So like example, I'll take one example. So Amazon has updated stock is 100 mobiles. Okay, so on 100 mobiles, you ordered 5 mobiles, I ordered 5 mobiles. Then what is the stock now? 90 mobiles. But where it is updating, when I ordered from my side, the data is updated in a database somewhere. Okay, when you ordered, it's ordered somewhere, it has ordered. So the stock is reducing from the server side. So then in the mobile, it shows only 90 mobiles. Got my point?
And ఈ టైటానియం ఇవి ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ ఇచ్చారు కదా మల్టీ ప్లాట్ఫామ్ those about features or
these all are the like development environments only. Like Android, iOS is there, na? Like same, it is the development environments.
also operating system, like
not operating systems. These all are only development environments. Here, yeah, Android is its operating system as well as development environment, right? But these above are only development environments.
okay.
Okay, so this is next. So next we'll see this. What is Android? This already we discussed, but again, once again, I'm explaining this. Now we got some basic idea of this, all this. So now, what is Android? This already we discussed. Android is an open source software that includes the operating system and the middleware. It provides the tools to develop the applications. So that we can say as this. So, and one more thing, it's a Linux based. So first of all, Android is an operating system. It is a development environment. It is a development environment and it is a open source. It is a open source and it's a Linux based operating system. So Linux based operating system. What is Linux based operating system? That clearly I'll explain you in the architecture diagram. Maybe after 1 or 2 days, that part will come and that I'll explain you this. It's a Linux based, how it is Linux based, how it can be run, that I will show you this. So every operating system consists of kernel core part. So here for this, kernel is provided by the Linux. So that Linux will be, here I'll show you those in a detail there. And after this, we'll discuss some of the features, Android features. So basic features we'll discuss here. So this is Android is already which we discussed. It's an open source platform. So because of the open source platform, here it has the mobile, easily we can develop an application. So first feature is it's open source. So because of the open source, here we can develop easily the various kinds of applications which can be easily we can develop and easily we can put in the market. That already we discussed in the last time, how it can be happens in the market. So next is the, because of the open source, development is simple. Development is very simple. And here Google Play Store has number of applications. Google Play Store has number of applications. So number of applications means because everyone has developing the lot of applications, so that as simple that we can go, because number of applications that too there are, it's a almost all applications are free except a few other applications. Majority of the applications are the free. And this Android can support the inbuilt flash coming into mobiles. That can be support for the inbuilt, we can use the flashlight and all, so that can be inbuilt flash. And it can be suitable for all social media applications. All social media applications, various like we are using the Facebook, Twitter, like etc. It's various applications. And it can be like integrated other integrated other applications like payment gateway. So if my application has payment, means payment gateway like Phone Pay, Google Pay, like various kind of these applications we can use here. So that is a other application payment gateways and all, it can support easily. And easily we can customize the application. Easily we can customize the customize means it can be, so it can be changed as per our requirement, so that we can do easily with that. And notifications, better notification compared to other, like notification is nothing but if notification is like it is notifying, when it is notifying, when I am receive one notification from the WhatsApp, from the Twitter, from the Facebook, where it is coming, that it is notifying that. So that is a notification. It's a better notification. Here it is. And updated user interface. Updated user interface. This is the main, and the main part is updated user interface, because I develop one application with 100 features. 100 features are working properly, but that user is not understanding that functionalities, like means user interface is not understandable by the user, so then users cannot accept that. So because of that, here when users wants to like this, it should be the proper user interface. So that proper user interface here, Android can easily support that here. And also it can support various resolutions, like maybe I have 5-inch phone, you have 6-inch phone, or maybe it's a tab, like it has the different resolutions also. This phone can be support easily. So that is a various resolutions. And it has multi-touch. Multi-touch means where we can touch with the fingers and all, so that it can support. And here we can do multitasking. So what is multitasking here? At a time I can do with the 2 multitasking. Like now we can split our screen into 2 parts. We can do that. One is example for that. Other example is like while I'm listening the music, I can do some other activity in this. So like that we can do this multiple operations here in this mobile. So that is the multitasking here. So these all are the majority of the features here. Apart from this, there are some key features are there. So what is the key features? Key features is nothing but it's a main features. So key features is nothing but it's a main features. One is the storage. See here, if I go with the iOS can support only internal memory, but here it can support internal as well as external. Both it can be support here. And also here, while we are developing an offline application like contacts application, here in our mobile we are storing the contacts, messages we are storing. For that we will use one local database, that is an SQLite database. So that what is the SQLite database and all we'll discuss later in our coming sessions along with the example programs. But here to store the data we are using that SQLite database. So next is the connectivity. So the connectivity is nothing but here it can support various connectivities like GSM, CDMA, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, 3G, 4G, nowadays it's a 5G. Like it can support the various connectivity technologies. All whatever is available, it can support this. And the next is the messaging. So in messaging, it can support both kind of messages. Either it can be video message, audio message, text message. Like nowadays we are using SMS. Previously it's SMS, MMS, but right now using applications we can like using WhatsApp. I can share with a video message. I can share with audio message, image message, text message. Like various kinds of messages this Android can support. Next, it can support multi-language. If you want to change language, you can change the language to your local and you can use that phone. So it can be support for the multiple languages. So that is simply can say as the multi-language. It can support the multi-language. And the next year is it can support the browsers, web browsers, various web browsers it can support like Chrome, Firefox, whatever the browser or the UC browser, whatever browsers, it can support all the browsers here. And it can support the Java. So using the Java only, we are building this application. So Java has more features. The Java features also we'll discuss soon. So Java has some more features. Because of that, here it can be supported the various features here. This is. And the next here is the it can support media support. Medium is nothing but here different kinds of formats. Audio, video, MP4, MP3, PNG, JPG, like that. Whatever the video formats, whatever the audio formats, whatever the image formats, almost all formats, it can be supported. It can be supported almost all the formats. Next is the streaming. Like in a YouTube, there is a live streaming, or using the Facebook, we can have the live streaming like that also. It can support the various this. And also it can support some of the other additional hardware support like cameras, touchscreen, GPS sensors and all. It can support this various things are there with this. And Bluetooth support, video calling facility that we already discussed, multitasking. So these are the main areas. Like one more is there, like we can share our Wi-Fi. This is a hotspot, Wi-Fi hotspot. Like these kind of the storages we can use. These are the main key features of this Android. So I hope this is clear for the features. And also this is what I explained in these features. These features are the overall features. But now after this, what happens? We will discuss various kind of Android versions. And the versions, we will go with each and every version wise features. Like Android 1.0, what is the features? Android 2.0, what is the features? Like each and every version by version, we can go up to the latest version. So that we will get the full clarity on each version, what it can support, and from which version onwards now mobile applications are there in the market, that we can go in detail here. Clear this is? Okay. So with this, today I'm closing the session, because once we start programmatic, then we can go later. When we have the theoretical class, we'll spend a little bit lesser time. Okay, just these two links, I'll share you this my website, this tutorial are there. So I'll share you this, just you can go through that. So from here, we will continue tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay.